afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for April 1st, Wednesday, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. I think we all know at this stage of transition with this planet, everybody has different perspectives and understandings and the way that they, how they believe, what they believe. We have a plethora of different belief systems on the planet. And when it's all said and done, realize that collectively, and it's always collectively when anything transitions, it is always about many coming together, unifying on a consistent commitment, choosing to change. They desire a change. We desire a change. We desire a change in the planet, civilization, how we live, our happiness, our joy, bliss. And that's what's happening here on this planet. Now understand, it affects not only this planet, but it affects the whole structure of existence. It affects everything. It affects the other planets in the solar system. It affects the galaxy. It affects the universe. You cannot not affect it. So as you understand, when I say that the God-light energy is continuing to intensify and continuing to expand, this is exactly what we're doing, what's happening. Now, obviously, the more of the planet that chooses to come into the understanding, they choose for themselves that they want to participate in this grand transition, grand awakening. And we're in it right now. We're not going there. It's not going to be here soon. We're in it. Okay? And when you're in 5 density, you realize that those are frequencies. Okay? Frequencies, as you become more and more understanding and more stepping into enlightenment. Enlightenment basically is being in a positive state of existence where you are in a blissful state where everything to you, with you, in you, around you, above you, below you is blissful. And you start out with a small amount, and then you continually practice and practice as you choose until you get to the point where you are blissful consistently. And you've chosen to maintain this frequency. And it's always been the only way that this planet is transitioning is because of all of us. Not just this particular Global Guided Meditation Goal. I call all of us on this planet who are participating in any form of meditation consistently is the Global Guided Meditation Call. Whether you do it on your own, you're being guided to do that. Where is the guidance coming from? It's coming from your heart mind. It's coming from the God within you. It's not coming from the ego mind. Okay? Ego mind would prefer you not to do that, say, so that it can keep you in that mode of constantly chasing, wanting, and having. It's continual. So it's through the heart, mind, the God within. So we cannot not affect major transition on the planet. And with those that have chosen to participate in this Global Guided Meditation Call, which cover the whole planet, We've got people in Russia, Ukraine, China, well, all the Asian countries, Indonesia, Malaysia. We've got Europe, we've got Spain, we've got Greece, we've got Italy, we've got Egypt, we've got Germany, we have France, we've got Australia, Bali, Indonesia, I think I said. Just everywhere on the planet, Africa. And understand, a lot of these people aren't what you call flush. So they do whatever they can to connect to the Global Guided Meditation call. Then there's a whole other group which we've been suppressed on forever, that listen to the meditations over and over again. So, we have literally generated out there, we're getting close to 800 meditations. That's going on over 2 years of constant commitment from all of you of being on this call and giving these meditations collectively to ascend our existence, to move more into fully, eventually, into a frequency that we maintain commonly. So it isn't something that we have to really press to maintain. It is something that will be automatic. It's not there yet, but we're moving in that direction. And our intent, and you'll understand this, that our intent and our genuineness from our heart, mind, and our God within is to transition the entire planet, entire civilization. You want to move into a higher frequency. I'm asked over and over again, does 3D still exist? Yes, it still exists. So does 2D, so does 1D, so does minus, and so do the higher existences. And it's by our choosing, no one else, Shay. As we let go, as more and more of us on this planet let go of the bicameral mentality, where we feel we have to be led and told what to do and how to do it and when to do it, it's already shifting and changing. But as I've talked about it over and over again, this is the paradise, this is the God planet that we're creating here for all of us. Not just a handful, and a whole new understanding of our existence and experiencing. Would you rather experience paradise, or would you rather experience doom and gloom? It's our choose. It's our choosing that we all make this decision. Whether it be conscious or unconscious, we make it. We choose. So I'm going to, from this point forward, I'm concentrating on the God within me, and I'm going to speak through the heart mind. And I know what the ego mind is about, so I know how to curtail that, and to literally, eventually, the goal is not to have the ego. And we will get there. And this transition on this planet is accelerating. And it's because of all of us. Everyone on the planet. Everybody. I don't care if it's TM, Transcendental Meditation, or what form of meditation that all of us are engaging with. It is the fact that we are engaging with it. It is the fact that we have chosen to do so. And it is expanding. I get letters all the time from other groups across the planet that are forming kind of like, I guess you could call us, we're turning, the civilization is moving more and more on a daily basis of meditation. And it doesn't really, what the point is what you feel the best within. You're guided by the God within you. And if you have an intimate relationship with the God within you, you will not be misled as you would through the ego mind. So we are forming a paradise. And we know what we're doing. And the bliss that you feel, that comes in more and more, and it's not that you're expecting anything. We have no expectations. But as it comes in, you feel it more. It's a euphoric feeling. It might be subtle, but it starts in the solar plexus, in the gut, in that area, okay? And it's the heart chakra. And it literally, you can feel it. It's kind of it's a high up energy frequency. It is a blissful one. It is a love, a deep love, the eternal love that is harmonizing within you, the vibrational frequency, and you're tuning with it as with the physical form. So there's a constant merging going on. So you imagine that you're in the body, which we all are, and not only are you in the body, but the body becomes the God, and the God becomes the body. So it's truly the whole point is the one. You become the one. The God and the body merge. And this is the way that we actually exist in this new world, in this new civilization that we are now, is that the bliss, the joy, the love, the peace, the tranquility, the benevolence is now emanating outside of us. It's not contained within. It's everywhere we go. Can you imagine walking into a group of those who are conscious and are in that understanding that the God and the body have merged? And all that means is that the God that you are inside becomes the God that you are outside. So it's one. It's one. And that frequency is not only inside, it's outside. So all of this other stuff that we view is fleeting. It's like I said, we are not in that density, that frequency. It is all in our direction. It is what we intend. It is what we create into reality. Always has been that way. That's why we have all been so misguided, tricked, seduced into these false beliefs. And because if you believe it, you will, without doubt, create it. If you believe it, you will create it. And that's how the lower vibrational frequencies, the dark matter, low frequencies, low matter, dark survival frequencies, are able to maintain control over the civilization because they maneuver it into believing that which is not. See? And the only way they can get it to be is through all of us. It's the only way. It has always been the only way. So if you get enough of us believing that we have this massive, vile force that is sweeping the planet, that's why I say we don't participate in this 3D goop. Now, we may feel like we're in it. In other words, we maneuver in it, but we don't participate in it. We don't get attached to it. We just flow. It just passes us by. And this is, now you understand something, that when we think for ourselves, when we lead ourselves, when we govern ourselves, what do you think would be happening on this planet right now? And I'm saying the majority of the civilization. What do you think would be happening? Visualize that in your heart mind, put the picture puzzle together, and you'll see. Peace, benevolence, tranquility, generosity, kindness, gentleness, valuing life as the highest value in the universe. And that's where we're going. That's our path and direction that we've chosen. So that's why it can't be stopped. You know, you hear about this, oh, it can't be stopped. What can't be stopped? The collective consciousness of the planet connected to a frequency which they named the Schumann resonance is the collective consciousness of planet Earth, Gaia, and Terra Krishna. It's pure consciousness. It's what we all are. And so understanding that you're pure consciousness, you're created by source creation, which is pure consciousness, which all that is. And understanding that all of us are beyond consciousness. We haven't been able yet to identify that completely for ourselves, but we will. We will. So it's always, and to get into that understanding with ourselves, to really understand it, to really embrace it intimately, full body hug, great big kiss, so that you understand that we, all of us, are what's perpetrating this advanced transition. It is through what we desire. And when you come together collectively, its impact is massive. You can see, you don't even have to see a graph or a chart. You can literally feel the frequency as it expands, as it intensifies. And the excitement about that, highly motivational, that we all continue to move because the feeling that we're embracing, the understanding, is magnificent. The uplifting that we continually receive within ourselves is astronomical. The transition of the joy and the happiness and the peace and the bliss is phenomenal. MAGNA-GLORIOUS, spectacularious. And it is just continuing to intensify and expand. When we talk about the sphere that we created, that's not a figment, that's a reality. When we talk about the crystalline tower that we created collectively, that's not a figment, that is a reality. So all of these things that are happening in a very high frequency is exceptionally powerful. And I know you're all feeling the subtleness. It's not slap in your face. It's very carefully intensifying and expanding. And we feel it. And can you tell that as we continue, that the lower survival frequencies, the lower survival matter frequencies, are dissipating more and more. Now it's easy for all of us, since we've been there so long, to kind of get seduced back into it on occasion. Now, that's not a bad thing at all. The fact of the matter is that we're aware of it. And that's the phenomenal thing. We're aware that we slip in there. You say, okay, well, it's not an issue. I will just step right out again, and not a big deal, because now I'm aware. And I choose to think for myself, and I choose to lead myself. And that's the power. Because really, truly, when they were successful, when these lower survival frequencies were successful, they convinced us that God was in the sky. God was up there, wherever, up there. And God was vengeful, destructive, get angry, irritated. And the fact of the matter is that the God has always been within us. Okay? The God has always been within all of us. Why do you think we're able to shift massive frequencies that we've transitioned with this civilization on this planet? It continues to intensify and expand. It's not going to end, see? It's not like, okay, well, let's shut everything down and we've gotten there. We will continue to intensify and expand our frequencies because we're constantly shifting and changing. We're constantly moving forward and up. We're not stopping, if you understand. We're continually moving up, forward and up. We are not looking over our shoulders. We have no reason to. We are continually experiencing and perfecting our experiences in these bodies. And the bodies will change. They will shift as they're doing now. And we have all that we could ever possibly desire. We're equipped for all of it. We have the God within, connected to the pure consciousness of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We have this. We know it. We have an innate conscious understanding of confidence through the heart-mind. We understand more and more of who and what we are. Tremendously powerful beings. Tremendous. And we continue to spread and intensify that frequency. And what does it do? It literally lifts the entire civilization. Lifts it. Some will try to, the ego mind that grips them too very heavily, will try to fight it, that means they're fighting themselves. And then eventually, as we continue the meditations on the planet, it will become softer and softer for those who are rough-edged. And then eventually they will choose to embrace the God within them. Some takes a little bit longer than others. There's no race here. We're not going to get a gold star when we hit the finish line, because there's no finish line, guys. We will continue to ascend. We've been ascending for hundreds of thousands of years. Literally. And do you think we've stopped? No. Sometimes we get lost. We get lost sometimes, and then some of us wake up, shake the dust off, realize that, I went to sleep. I forgive myself. It's time to turn my engines on and accelerate forward and up. So this is how would you put it? It is a MAGNA-GLORIOUS transition for the entire civilization. And we're witnessing it because we are part of it. And that feeling that you keep getting in your heart chakra, that vibration, that warmth, that bliss feeling, that's what it is. It has no attachments. It has no negatives. It carries no low frequencies. It is free. It is free form and intensifying and expanding. That's what you're feeling. Some people say, well, how can I feel this with all this craziness going on? Because it's about you. It's about how much you want to connect with the God within you and to embrace the love that made you. And that's why this surge, it's not some weird wave coming in, some wave out there. It is basically a generated frequency that we are generating as pure consciousness and part of the collective consciousness of the universes. So we're in a MAGNA-GLORIOUS transition. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure we all are. And the first thing we want to do is relax our bodies. It's real difficult to go into total peace and stillness when the body is stressed or tense. So the only way, it's only you can do that. You release the stress, the tension. And you talk with your body. Say, body, let's release it. Let's drop our shoulders. Let's release from head to toe. All of it. Just surrender into your God. Release all of the attachments you may have picked up in the last 24 hours. Or the last 10 years, whatever it may be. It's your choosing. You relax the body. And as we're relaxing the body, we want to move into the now. And the now is our focus, because all we have is the now. We don't have the past. The past is gone. It's dead. We don't have the future because we create our future in the now. And there are technologies that can shoot you into the future. But as soon as you go into the future, the predicted future of whatever it may be, you have changed the timeline. So that future that you depict may not be the future that you get. So that's why it is so important that we concentrate on the now to create the future we desire. Period. So, what do you desire in the now? Relaxing your body. What do you desire for this planet? What do you desire for the people of this planet? What do you desire for the entire life of the planet and the planet herself? What is it that you desire? Write it down. Review it over and over again. It's what we desire, collectively. Each and every one of us, in our own way, shape, and form. How do we want to live this paradise? How do we want to exist in this paradise? How do we want this God planet to be? And remember, we move the energy, and it begins to move, and it creates form. And then we take it, and we bring it into reality. We take it, we create it, and we bring it into reality. And we experience it. Now, a lot of us will go into the past, take the past into our future to create our future, and relive the past in the future. Is that bad? No. But do you really want to do that? Don't care to do that. Sometimes we all get tricked and do it on occasion. But as long as we're cognizant, we have the understanding and the conscious that, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm moving forward and up, and I'm creating my future in the now. And the now stills the mind. It stills the ego mind. It stills the subconscious mind. The now is the space in between your heartbeat. That's the now. It's fleeting because it's only in the moment that you focus on. Always in the moment. Watch how everything around you changes, transforms, transcends. Also, we want to breathe. We want to breath in. Nice, good breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. And visualize this however you want. Bring it in through your sacral chakra This is, for those of you who don't know what the sacral chakra is, the groin area, and take it all the way up through the center of your body as you breath in. Nice and easy, not constricting, comfortable. You move it up. It's frequency, it's energy that you're pulling in. And as you take it all the way up through the heart chakra, throat chakra, all the way up into your brain, into that cavity, into the cranial, the skull cap, and have it turn into a liquid frequency, and take that liquid frequency and bathe your pineal gland in it. Remember, the pineal is the gateway to all the particles of existence and beyond. So, and we keep this going, so then we literally breath out. We exhale through the mouth, and as we do this, we literally push it back around and up. Back around and up. And it's important that we are cognizant of the fact that we are purifying, nurturing, and expanding and intensifying the ability of our pineal gland into fully functioning frequency. So as we're doing this, we always get the ego mind comes in, says, what are you doing? You don't need to do that. And you say, ego mind, I'm in charge here, take a seat. And it will. The ego mind will take a seat, but it's always there. So you always have to be aware of it. You choose to be aware of it so that you know that you can intercept it most of the time. We go into beingness. We are thinking nothing. We have left the mind alone, and we have embraced the heart mind. You see? When you can fully function in the heart mind, you leave the mind alone. Try leaving your mind alone for a day and see what happens. Leave the mind alone. Now, we have others. We really do have others. You know, it's interesting that most of the meditations on this planet throughout the millions of years don't incorporate the whole, the one. They usually incorporate the few, and of one civilization, one species. Kind of crazy, don't you think? So this is why we now are one. We're one with our God within, right in this now. We're one with the God within. We are one with ourselves. And the heart mind. So the three of us merge. The God becomes the heaven on earth. We are all of us. The ones, doesn't matter if you're meditating or not, we're all the heaven on earth. So we have others. Why not acknowledge them? The archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the architects, all the angels. And this is a civilization that vibrates at a much higher frequency. This is not some celestial whoopee up. This is a civilization. They've been assisting us since the beginning. Their higher frequency is so we don't see them like we see each other. They appear in different forms, physical, humanoid forms, aroma, scent, feeling, and sometimes just to give us a message, just to kind of say, hey, isn't it great to be experiencing life in this body? That was one of the most recent ones I had. That isn't it great to experience life in this body? It feels so wonderful to be in this body. And so, and they vibrate of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love, and the highest and deepest eternal gratitude. And there's trillions of them. They can inhabit a small area of space because of their density and the frequency they vibrate at. And 50, 60,000 can surround one of us at any one time. We have the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, many, many, many more. They have ascended out of body into God form. What is God form? It's what comes, it's just the spirit, the soul comes out of the body. It's what powers these bodies. So they ascend out and they hold God form. Pure consciousness. We have ascended into body to experience physical form. That's why we inhabit bodies. They've mastered many things. We are mastering many things. They're of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest and deepest eternal gratitude. And we all form together. It's automatic. We form this halo, this circle of light. Now, you don't see physical form, you just see the light. It is so brilliant, it grays out the darkness of space. And as we form it around the equator of this planet Earth Gaia, in this meditation, this circle of light, and we all begin to levitate ourselves up freely, start moving above the planet. As we do this, we come into this gossamer field. Spectacular. Picture it, visualize it. Full of bliss, deep eternal love, deep eternal gratitude, joy, happiness, tranquility, benevolence, generosity, kindness, gentleness. And it's just everywhere. Saturating, flooding, bathing all life, all of us, inside and out, above and below. Constantly. And it reminds us of what we're doing, what we're transitioning of this planet, of these bodies we're in, of the life that we desire to participate in, and the paradise, and the God planet, and the heaven on earth that we have created, that continues to intensify and continues to expand, eliminating all low vibrational frequencies, eliminating all of the negatives, all of the destructive tendencies in the lower dimensions and lower realms, literally vaporizing them all with pure, deep, eternal love, kindness, gentleness, happiness, bliss, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And we have the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is the column that reminds us that we are the power of healing. And we will begin to experience that more and more. We have the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column to remind us our power, our resolve, our strength. We have the white fire. This is the column that reminds us the white fire, very high vibrational frequency of deep eternal love and deep eternal gratitude. It encases us, you kind of call it armor. And the frequency is so high that the only way that any of the low dark matter frequencies can enter is if we lower our frequencies enough to have them come in, to invite them in. Then we go to the purple transmuting flame. This is the column that reminds us that at any time we choose, we can call in the purple transmuting flame and literally transmute any low frequencies into neutralized substance, send it back the great central sun, or source creation for repurposing. And then we have the violet ray. We can bring it any time. We can bring the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame and purify and cleanse the area where we transmuted all those low frequencies and sent them off and away. We have the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God, Mother, Father God, the masculine and feminine. The source creation, that which created all of us. Pure consciousness. This is to remind us that we are love. It is a column. It literally communicates that we are love. And as we do this, we begin to see when those carrying physical form float outside the body. So our gods are above the body. We immediately call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest, eternal gratitude can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the googolplexes. One googolplex will fill the universe. They come in the trillions of googolplexes, connecting the vastness of all creation, right here, right with this planet Earth Gaia, right with all of us, the one. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we're all one. And we're all love. Our God light energy is absolutely everywhere, continues to intensify, and continues to expand. See it happening all around us, inside now, above and below, in this very now. The paradise is forming. It is here. Heaven on earth is apparent. We are here. The God within is here. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth. Many, many, many civilizations. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest eternal gratitude can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs, in the billions. In this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light, they are with us. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the deepest eternal love. And we're all one, and we're all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere, continues to intensify, and continues to expand. We call upon all the galactics, all the off-worlders, many, many, many civilizations, just a fraction of them, Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedans, Arcturians. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest and deepest eternal gratitude can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the billions. They've been assisting us in our evolution. They've been assisting us in our enlightenment. They've been assisting us in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they're gods with our gods with theirs. They are with us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They're of the highest, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere, continues to intensify and continues to expand. We call upon our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we have inhabited. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light, and the highest and deepest eternal gratitude. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They're gods with our gods with theirs. They are with us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They're of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are in the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of deepest eternal love, and we're all one, and we're all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere, continues to intensify, and continues to expand. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Just to name a few of them: fairies, sprites, elves, gnomes, dwarves, trees, elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, mermaids, dolphins, whales, Pegasus, unicorn, centaur, minotaur, many, many, many more. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of full compassion, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, non-judgment, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the trillions, arm in arm, hand in hand, our gods with their gods with ours. They come in sizes, shapes, forms, configurations, colors of which we've never seen before. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we're all one, and we're all love, and our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever continues to intensify, continues to expand. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, which continue to intensify and continue to expand. This sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. It floods. This is our transition. It's flooding, saturating, bathing all of us. No exceptions. It is bathing the entire civilization of this planet, on it, in it, above it, and below it, all around. And it is intensely saturating of deep, eternal love, deep, eternal gratitude, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. It is flooding us of the very essence that created us. It floods the God within us. It floods our physical forms. It transitions this planet every single second. And that's what it's doing. That's what we are participating in. All of it. All of the joy that we desire, which is within us, it becomes outside. It spreads. It embraces all life, the highest value in the universes. And we're all one. Imagine that. There's no way that the frequencies of this planet, it doesn't matter what's going on right now. It is being eliminated, vaporized as quickly as it tries to grip. It is vaporized on every avenue, every front. Any low frequency, any application of low frequency, any dark, low matter frequency intent of annihilation, destruction, is vaporizing. Our frequency continues to increase. It literally saturates this being, Gaia, and all of us. And we have the crystalline light tower. Massive. It's lifting every single one of us higher and higher. This is the vibration you feel in the heart chakra. This is the bliss that you're beginning to feel more and more and more. Because your frequency, you will respond in kind. As the gods you all are, you will respond with a higher and higher bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. As it is within, so it shall be without. We are expanding. There should be no fear. Only the bliss that continues to expand. And the joy and the love. And all of the low dark matter frequencies that we are currently experiencing or ever will experience are met with pure, deep, eternal love. Total forgiveness, gentleness, and kindness. Totally vaporizing their ability to create more dark, low matter frequency. Every step you take, you're walking in paradise. Every direction you look, you're seeing the beauty and benevolence of paradise. Everywhere you are the heaven on earth. I'll join you in this meditation return to close us out.
Goodbye.